just recovered, or I'm still recovering from 1 or 2 weeks of feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were working also at that time, right?
And I don't know. Didn't feel like that. I just went through my daily schedule as usual.
Okay. Well, that's very admirable. That's very admirable because you were able to work even though you had the flu for 2 weeks. But I'm happy you've recovered already.
Um,
So how has everything been since our last session?
uh, a lot of realizations because I think from our last session it was a start of a new journey towards being more reflective of my relationships with others, and at the same time my beliefs about myself and uh, how I collaborate with team members. So it's been a hard grind. Yeah, I remember we agreed about 3 things. Well, the showing up of emotions had been something that I knew was, I knew it was there coming anyway from the last time that my friends demoed the managing of emotions and all that. I was like, oh shoot, what's this? What am I doing here doing? And then I love how people have been open and where I am also forced to or drawn to have to open up myself. But I guess also to a certain degree, there are there are things that I don't know up to what extent I would be open up. Um, which also leads me to the next uh, the next step or the next thing that we agreed on, which would be more of not needing to put myself.
Okay.
Um, the more I thought about it, it was more of, was I really trying to prove myself, or was that the default that I know how to operate? Yeah, and especially getting sick for 2 weeks and being deprived of the third thing we agreed on, which is hugging, it was kind of hard. Yeah, as it was fluid, so it was also then that I kind of realized the the power of at least getting those few minutes with the children to go through the whole routine and be able to refresh the energy, I guess. It was really a blessing from God that the schedules I was able to somehow get it through, because I think the first week that I was down after our CF training, the week after that was big meetings for me, and I can't afford to reschedule it because these are mustard seeds that I'm planting. And it was just a blessing that the people that we met was also somehow kind enough to move forward with us during the meeting, that despite the the lack of voice or the hoarse the voice and your face being low, it was still uh, we were still able to proceed.
That's a very good blessing.
Mm.
To be able to push through with those meetings. I know you've worked really hard for those meetings, so I'm happy to push through. So for this session,
Mm.
for the next few minutes, is there anything that you want us to achieve or to tackle or discuss?
Um, I don't know, maybe probably just to vent out because those are few things that uh, right now I'm also slowly realizing. Uh, like there are during the last weeks that we had, I know it was also tough for you, especially especially the business heads that I hope I was working with towards mutually beneficial efforts. It was more of managing how, I mean, I think it was like an offshoot of the last incident that I think one way or another they know that they thought we all had our experience in the corporate and as we grew up kind of understand also the dynamics of the group. Um, it was quite, it was just hard that the, the immaturity or the maturity or the differences in the priorities and to the extent of the efforts that we did really succumb themselves into would be really different. And to this point, I'm still treading that, uh, still learning how or discovering how things will be unfolding on that. Um, and to me, it's more of my challenge kasi if I would put it in the direction of how of a deeper why, like why am I doing all of this? Um, I think in the very personal thing, it really started as I need to do this for my family, right? Like I'm not. I would always say I'm no longer allowed to work in the corporate. Um, yes, I would have some corporate skills uh, in terms of managing and delegating and all that, but the mix of corporate and the startup doesn't always blend that fast and easy. Um, so it was it was a process of long and hard um, and a lot of thinking how the whole entities had to be broken that way. Because in some cases there would be questions of why bakit hindi na lang isang entity para hindi magkakagulo or anything. But as I would always say in individual development plans, just like in individual development plans, there would be two individuals, three individuals trying to reach the same goal, but they would have different journeys. And just the same as in terms of the products and services, we may find people or entities in outfits, companies who may have similar, very similar products and services. Sometimes they're all in one organization, sometimes in different organizations. And it's not like we just created all of the groups just because we wanted different groups. I mean, by legalities and all that, it's actually very much more tiring to have different entities than just have one. So, and it's to begin with, I don't think that I would need to explain it to everyone about that. But I feel that there's a need that I have to share it with the people that matters and needs to know those differences. Um, so in terms of the challenges, it's more of how, if I would put it as the referral or the counseling session topic. I know that it's not something that I could control because it's not me. And that's what makes it hard. Because everyone thinks that I'm the head. But I just want to hear what I do as a individual. The others are really intransformative. It's Michael who's supposed to lead it. And it's very hard if one of the things that I'm realizing would be that, o nga, bakit mo mas gusto kong corporate? Kasi hawak ko yung it would not affect whatever. Siguro parang at some points, and RJ knows that naman. RJ had worked with us for a very long time. Michael's not the type that you can just push for, like how I do it. In fact, I feel like a lot of things, if I could just, parang when I first started gawin this, sabi ko, if I can't get you to do things, much more will I not be able to get other people in your group to do things. And to me, I don't really have the appetite to feed or for have people to depend on me more than the children that is now depending on me and on us. Sometimes it brings me to that thought. If I would go by individual, in my tireless days and the not so good days, I really meant it when I say I have to do it. There's no one else will. If I stop and then I'd say I'll take a leave because I'm so sick, I don't think anyone would go there and stand up and say they're doing it. And it's getting harder because, of course, the other people will be asking, so why are you creating a different group? But I'm not creating a different group. This is the group that I know I can be. The others were created because of the need and the want for scaling. And that's why I'm one of the majority of the shareholders, but that's why I needed partners who wants that as well, who has that appetite to have the skill to lead, who wants to risk creating businesses. And if there would be questions of like, why don't you just hire me? I can't afford it. I won't be able to afford it. They're like, I would say, hey, you might probably be the same salary one year or another. Like, yeah, siguro I was like 5 years ahead of the salary. Like your salary was like my salary 5 years ago. But in terms of corporate ladder, we were there. The other one, well, she doesn't really need work. It was really just us who asked her to join us. And I'm very, very happy that, after all that we have been through, which is like a storm, and uh, one way or another, we get to find a way that we can work together. It's the challenge of course, in a group dynamics. Hindi ko alam how to manage it. Because if you ask me in terms of preference, I'm not supposed to be the one to manage it. I feel like I shouldn't be the one to manage it because at the end of the day, the head of that should have been someone else. But he's managing it very... Magkaiba kasi yung manage siya sa president. At the end, to him, it's really just, I don't need to even spend an effort to manage it. That's his thing. Pero to me, pare, dyan na yung mga tao, dyan na yung talent, konting guidance lang yun. Baka pwede tayong mag-maximize on how things are. And even if I remove those in the equation anyway, you still need support. Unless you're always thinking that I'll be your support. So, parang, and if it's going to be I'll be your support now, there's always that thing. That's why I'm asking RJ to really make sure that the ERP is used and is deployed or rolled out across organization within end of this year. And I showed him, I have to do this tactical, even the cash monitoring, the expenses and all that. And he saw how many spreadsheets I do on my own. And it's like, so monitor mo yan? I said, well, yeah. What do you think? I was just playing around why I don't sleep? I have to do the sales. I have to do the prospecting, the sales, the email. And you don't email naman unholy arts. I do back end and unholy arts. Diba? I'm just so grateful I'll have a very good programming person. Someone I can really work with.
Okay, so
I love her. Yeah.
thanks. Firstly, thanks for that.
Which one?
For sharing that with me. It seems like it goes deep at a deeper level, and there's a lot of nuances of things that you can't control, right? So during times like these where there are a lot of things that are out of your control, what do you usually?
I would always look for what I could control one way or another. And the rest I leave it to God. Sometimes my hands gets itchy, like yesterday. We were I was doing a cleaning, and that was like around a 4 or 5 hour shift. 4 or 5 hours shift. And there are only 2 things that I was asking Michael to do. And when I arrived, I was done. And the complaint was that the internet was slow. So I got the laptop. That's when my hands get itchy and try to do it. And I was able to do it in like 5 to 10 minutes. And I had to show it back to him. Then I had to do it. I'm sure it wasn't healthy at all. And up to now, he didn't even finish it. After 8 hours eating bingsu. I would understand if you just say, I don't want to work on those anymore. Then tell me what you want to work on. Because it sounds like you want me to work on everything. So you want me to be, you want to be the driver, but the last time that I heard you didn't want to do that because that's your main reason why you felt bad that you felt you were a driver when I had to do all this. But it's going there anyway. Right. Hindi ko alam eh, kasi parang, alam mo yung feeling na kung lahat tayo pagod, bakit pag-chillax lang, pag R&R lahat kayo sa'yo? Alam mo yung gano'n, yung parang, it's kind of weird. To me, I really just cleanse myself at that. See, because I really need to energize. Gano'n. If we felt that we were that stressed out, would drinking be the best thing to do?
Sure.
Parang yung mga gano'n na, then all of you get sick and shit, now what? Parang, I would understand, kasi like with me, when I was younger, I can have a 36-hour shift. 72 hours pa. Na walang tulog. Nakakayanin ko na, okay, I need to be doing family activities. So, kahit nangyayayay ka, ginagawa mo because that's your different roles. You can't say naman, oh, this role, parang, role A, medyo half-baked na ako kasi understand ko naman, galing ako sa shift ng gabi. Di ba? Hindi ko pwede gawin yun. Pero, if you tell me that you wanted it this time, you won't have that sense of discipline. And I don't know if it's like what you mentioned before in our initial counseling about proving myself. And those that also I learned from Dr. Lulu and from our session earlier. Yeah, sometimes I may be too hard on myself or too hard on expectations and all that. Pero hindi ko I'm also calibrating on that. That's why I would ask them, ano ba ang requirements ninyo? That's why I would always ask my team. And I think that's even one of the initial key points. Kasi hindi ko naman sasabihin na, I mean, yes, I don't have that much of a business acumen. But I know the difference of how a 50,000 works and 100,000 should work, and a 200,000 or a 300,000 or a 400,000 kind of a responsibility. At least I am very confident that the team that I chose knows that. I don't know if the other group understands. You give me 6 digits, are you willing to work 6 digits? Because I saw the difference in that. You can't expect that. I mean, I don't know whoever gave the idea that whatever I'm doing is easy. It's not. And I would always go back to them on that. Nag-one-on-one ako sa kanila on that. I didn't like it on that. Let's change hat. I'm your wife. We really need to do this. You know? You tell me you can't talk to me anymore, that by the time we get home, I just... But what do you expect me to do back at work? Diba? You know that I drain myself more than I do. Other than probably the fact that I committed suicide, and I just didn't want to get all of these things. in a good rah rah rah. I gave it all to the universe. It's that feeling that when people around you, the people that matters to you, feels like you haven't given enough. That you ask, I really ask myself, ano po bang pwede kong gawin? Parang, kasi nandun ako sa ganyan eh. Nandun na kami ngayon sa usapan dun sa partners na, eh kasi Candy, hindi ka nagre-reply, hindi mo ina-acknowledge na parang, do you actually know how back to back to back to back things are happening? And please don't tell me na iniwang kita o nilaglag kita. Kasi ina-update ko kayo, ang tanong niyo lang sa akin lagi, asaan ang pera? And I can't just answer, okay, ito po yung pinaghirapan mo, gawin natin. Diba? Na, and doon na, ginawa ko na yun before. Ang tanong is, bakit ganyan kalimit lang yan? Gusto mo, may tayo, wala. Diba yung gano'n, na parang, it's really those managing that I felt like, hey, Michael, you need to work on that. And parang sa akin yung mga simple things on that, like, I know there are, like, even like, with my team, like one, like RG and program developer, there would be times na I really feel bad na hindi ko pa nababalikan na shit. Pero, I do my best to explain to them bakit hindi siya naging priority. And to me, I just put it that, okay, basta tayo best effort. Dahil, alam, ang point ko kasi is magsasaluhan tayo in the end. Kapag ka 2 hours before that it's needed na. Di ba? Alam mo, parang, siguro at some point, I just don't know how, if they think that I'm just trying to be a professional crammer. No, I'm living my life with an adrenaline.
Was there like someone who specifically said that they had that point of view?
Na crammer.
Na you're not doing enough.
It was more of, I know that, I think the message was that, I know that you're busy and we just can't find time to sit down, and I don't like the next, because at the next point there's, why are we not finding time? Because we don't value each other. Ganun naman yun eh, tuloy-tuloy yan. Because that's not the case. It's not that I don't value them. But first thing, siguro, I expected that they could be more independent than how they are right now. That's one. And when I talk about independence, it's taking the initiative and owning it up. Hindi yung lahat pati pag-update ko. Gumawa na nga ako ng template para, sige, wala na, ang daming issue sa proposal. Ako rin, may issue sa proposal. So, dahil ang daming bottleneck, gawa nga tayo ng template. Tapos may ginawa ko yung template, ginawa ko siya as view lang. Everyone had a view. Meron pang, kasi ang understanding ko, lahat tayo dapat, I thought lahat tayo may right to change it or to access it full access. Sabi ko, yes, that's how it used to be. But because we just update one file as it is, nawawala yung historical. So, it took me more time to, kasi talagang nagbasa ako ng 5 updates nila on the temp just to create that one template. Kaya sabi ko, i-view na lang natin, make a copy, and then write your own, di ba? Para lang nagpo-preserve natin yung mga, kasi iba-iba naman ang requirement ni client eh. So I'll just put what is the general standard proposal. Tapos iba pa pala yung interpretation mo. Parang, magkakaibigan tayo. Kasi wala eh. I don't think I don't think I would love to lose a friend or to be questioned like that, knowing that we're supposed to be partners.
It's hard to know where you should place yourself.
So, yung mga ganun, parang, yeah. So, I think those are the, parang, the advanced version of showing up to the emotion. Like, if I try to own it up, this is how it feels like or it sounds like. Um, when I try to say I'm not proving myself, I think it was right now I don't know if it's even proving myself or knowing the parang balancing which one comes first. Because like, even with Michael, there was a time that I had to tell him, if you don't if you don't move forward, it's either I would have to resign on this on working with you, or we need to stop living together because it's not healthy anymore.
It's gotten to that point.
Oh, and wala pa rin siya. Parang, uh, at some point, I think he knows I have nowhere to go. And yeah, my friends would be, my batchmates would be telling me, I just start from scratch and I can move forward. It's the question of, would I want my kids to look like that? So ano siya eh, parang it's that loop of finding that I find my empowerment from the things that I know I can't do anything anymore. Hindi siya masyadong maalam ko din. I just hope si Dr. lang mga. And she knows all of this. Yeah, a lot of times I really patient. Sana talaga. Minsan tinatanong ko na, is this like a consequence because I said I can't enter the, I think I told you that.
Yeah.
Ganun din, hindi rin naman ako nakapag-support sa family ko that much. But if you think about it anyway, as well, it's not like they appreciated it that much anyway either, so. Happiness is a choice. I can whine about a lot of things, but at the end, yun nga, parang, when you're very tired and you look at your group chats and it's all there and you just go through the whole day and there are really times that you just go to bed and sleep or lie down crying and asking God, I hope I'm doing what you want me to do. Maybe this is the best I got. And I'm just really waiting for the time that you say, tama na.
But doctors show me that
So,
God made us for a purpose.
uh-uh.
And so glad behind.
Uh-uh.
I think I'll never on that. Yan, sige. Siguro, ang naging coping ko from moving forward. Sige, tapusin na natin. Ano ba yung mga task list dyan para matapos na to? Kasi ganun din naman. Parang, I think that's the only way that I'll have peace. Because if I commit suicide anyway, kawawa mga anak ko.
Mm.
If you ask me, I'm so tired physically. Kailangan ko lang gawin. And that's why I really want to train people to do what I do because of what I see na may positive impact siya. Pero hindi ko siya kayang gawin mag-isa. And it needs to be something sustainable. It can't just be anchored. No? I can't be, sige, and I think that's the difference. Like, I hate it when my partners would say, ikaw yun ikaw yung expert yun Alam mo, parang, I don't see the difference of my abilities from yours. I see the difference in the effort. Hindi ako matalino, masipag lang ako. Actually, hindi ako masipag. Alam ko lang na mas daig na maaga ang masipag. So, nagmaaga ako. That's how I was built in school. I wasn't you're so good. It was a nurture, it was a discipline. It was alright, just doing the work in there, just making sure you give your best. There's no magic there. You don't need to learn a lot. You need to reflect and ask the essence of it. Oh, I
guess my question is, where would you want to go from here? Because it's either track of, say, for example, empowering your people or being able to live with all of this. They're both difficult. So where do you think you'd want to go from
like that. I like the fact that you give me choices.
You have choices. You can sabi mo, you can drop this all you want, but you see the positive impact that it has.
I don't know how to empower them further. Kasi, kung motivation nila nang wala, o magkaiba kami ng motivation, there was a moment already that they were screaming or, really telling me, oh, sige, Candy, ikaw, mapang-inang bayan ka, or you want to do that. We're doing this for the money. I need money. Kumabot na kami sa ganun. And that's why I also limited the volunteering on that, if you don't mind. And it's not taken against you guys. I understand. Kumabot naman na kami sa ganun. So I don't know how else I could empower them. I don't know how to be better in working with a team that I would help them live to learn and learn to live. Naiyak ka ba?
Siyempre ako, I'm focused on you. I'm focused on helping you help yourself feel better, be better. And right now, what's something that you can do so that it will But that's doable, right?
Doable. I think,
Kasi, yun nga, you said you wanted to vent. And we can do that if you feel that like helps you. I'll ask you afterward how that helps you. Pero, is that something that you would want to do? Or is there something else in mind?
yeah, it's really the venting, and I wanted to do this. I mean, you know that I don't get to vent to
Mm.
I think the next will be getting feedback from a program developer. I've asked RJ about that. It's important to me because it's also a check-in. I've seen RJ cry begin say, kasi hindi, hirap talaga na pinapagawa mo. Hindi ko, kung yun talaga, I mean, you know, ang galing ni RJ on that. That's why I was telling him, please don't ever think that just because you graduated a 2-year course, now you can never be a COO or it takes a lot of time for you to do that. Because, andun yung spirit mo, you know, he would really, nakakatawa siya. He would really stand up for the whole group and say, you know, I can't bear the tension of that candy. Kasi, yun yung mga hard times namin before nito. Kasi, tinataas mo kami lagi sa pedestal. Yun yung lagi sinasabi sa akin, can you stop saying that I'd be the CEO and that Ryan is the head of that? Kasi, wala pa akong doon. Alam mo ba kung gano'n kahirap at nakakatakot yung sinasabi mo? And then, so that was like the time that ayoko umepal kasi hindi naman ako yung lead dito, yung mga ganyan. And then it was just frustrating for me because no one's thinking of how to make it work. Laging additional expense lang, bakit walang 3D printer, bakit and wala namang plan. So kung may 3D printer na dyan, pumasok tayo ng another 300,000. Paano kayo nakasigurado na meron na? Wala namang sumasagot nun. So why would I further expose myself to that? Mga ganyan. And then, yun, naiyak si, tapos naiyak pa si RJ naman. Naiyak ko. Alam mo, gagawin namin yun para sa iyo kasi nilinawan ako kami. Lalaking tao. It's like, push, Jay. No. What do you want me to do? You tell me because I don't know now what to do. I thought that was the best thing to do. What do I need to do back? Right? Am I making it hard for everyone? Because if I am, I need that feedback. And then he was like, oh, kunin mo na lang. Kaya nabalik sa akin ko.
Yung trabaho.
Kaya nabalik sa akin ang family.
Ang fabulous.
Ganyan siya. And it's like, okay. And I had to, and because I want to do it with all respect na. So we had to like, sige, ganito na lang yung gawin natin. And it's a mutual response. It's a shared responsibility. It's not like you can say, sabi ko nga, like, with Franny, she's matured enough on that. She had her moments of, you know, crying and saying, yeah, I feel, nagkaroon na kami ng mga ganun. And then they know that all I was asking was transparency because that's all I could give as well. Kumbaga, kung mag-sugarcoat pa tayo, ay, hahaba at hahaba, kasi alam mo ganso. Alam mo ganso. Hindi ko kaya gano'n, di ba? So we went through all of those na. And I think that's what I needed. I need feedback, but because there was not enough time. And when I say enough time, I think people would be, the partners would be expecting that, you know, the time would be between 8 to 5. Na parang, what is this? Even with the people that are in the payroll, I don't expect an 8 to 5. You can finish it at 8 to 12, I'm fine. This is not what you're talking about is the traditional workforce. And honestly, in the next 3 to 5 years, that's going to be long gone. The talent war is everywhere. If you don't know, just get consultants. Alam mo yung ganon? Parang, if you still don't feel it to the bones, I do. Yung ganon. And it hurts to hear that kung sino yung mga business partners ko. Sila yung, ay, hindi ako pwede kasi meron akong ganito. So, ano bang importante sa'yo eh? You whine about not being able to, parang, I'm yung feeling na, come on, guy, how do I do this business? Oh, I need to sweep the floor? Anything else that I need to do? Oh, okay, this one, I can do this. I'll do this. You're just gonna pay me this much for that? And then, sige, so ito po kasi yung it's not like I'm dictating naman how much this is eh. Nag-agree tayo before this came out. We agreed way before how everything is divided. Diba? It just so happened that what you pick is just that we agreed on. And then you look at it on, ba't kasi ganyan ka, baba? So parang, shit, now you're telling me that, siguro doon yung trigger. Now you're telling me that whatever I've worked for the whole week is not enough. Great. Just great, man. Ganon. And then you go back to me, you sleep naman, self-care, sanity, that's what you're teaching. Parang, yeah. Don't you guys even see that I know that I'm self-destructive? You even care about that? Alam mo ganun? Parang, let's be more authentic of what we say. At least let's open up the way we said we want to. Yeah. So there, I vented out, and I guess my next action step is to get feedback. Before I'll have my one-on-ones again with the partners of Transformative. And I think that's one of my biggest challenges as well, because the head of that shouldn't be me.
Head of
Transformative. Hindi naman ako head ng Transformative. Bakit lang ako sa Transformative? I'm actually a supportive wife there, That was really the plan. That was the initial goal of all of these. I need to decrease so that we can increase. On a personal level, on a wife and a mother of our kids, and wanting to make this relationship work. I have to step down of whatever I was doing back then. Do this business, and I will support. That's why for the longest time, I don't accept public speaking, public trainings. Tapos na ako dun, dapat siya yun. Kasi I was very in-enumerate good, and in-enumerate niya sa therapy niya. He felt bad that he was just driving for me. He felt bad that I was bringing home more than he does. He felt bad that I'd be volunteer and he'd be somewhere there. I gave that all up. Kaya ako may go negosyo eh. My go negosyo move was that I'll be training outside Metro Manila where no one will see me, and I'll be working with the grassroots.
So you gave it all up, right? And you're doing what you're doing now. But when is enough for you?
Then I'm dead.
to the point na, not naman din, pero to the point na, even if other people have their whatever towards what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing and this is what's enough. When do you get to that point?
When the day is over and I have to sleep na.
Okay.
And I can't make wala pa kung anyone anymore.
Okay, so how do you feel at that point?
Done.
And when you're done, how do you feel?
Automatic na siya rest times. Okay. Nothing else. I'll take a nap before I wake up again and start again.
Pero right before you take a nap or right before you go,
I don't have energy left to spare.
you don't have energy left to spare.
Thanks for that weak question.
So if you have no energy left to spare, does that help you? Does that not help you?
Most of the time it helps because you don't get to think more than what's necessary. Um, yeah, kasi when my kids are awake anyway, kahit nangyayari na ako, I can tickle, mommy, tickle me, okay, tickle, mommy, don't close your eyes. So sila talaga hawak nila, ba't ako ganun? Cute. Don't close your eyes, mommy, don't close your eyes, I'm gonna eat you. So, I still get to play with them. So those are, kumaga, I think it's that 3 to 5 seconds that I know before I fall asleep. I get that. I used to call my eyes for the
So how can that transcend not just those 3 to 5 seconds? How can that reflection and that piece of yourself reflect on a longer basis? Hanggang dito lang po, Lord, 50-50 tayo, di ba? So hanggang dito lang ako, kayo na kung bahala. And then, let that peace overflow.
I think that's how I've been surviving most of the time. Even with the cramped presentations. I mean, yeah, there will be like, after the meeting, that's once again, you're finishing here. You know, okay, no one will talk to me, let me just finish the presentation. Enough that I could have substantial do. And again, just like how we started earlier, even when I was sick, alam mo yung feeling na, hindi ko talaga kaya gawin ba? And seriously, like when you wake up and can't wake up, can't even stand up. I pray our Father. You know, like, I was like telling him, at least it's better, di ba? I'm just praying like that na hindi na siya yung, ano ba yung walk me up again? What do you want now? Yung mga ganun ako moment na, ano ba, gising pa din? Hindi na ako makahinga kagabi mag-boy pa lang ako. Yung mga ganun. So ako na, di mo, nandun ka na siya, yes, Lord, do you like my spirit? Ay, shit, isip ba ako? Shit, maliligo ako ulit! Ano sabi? Tell me that's normal.
No, it's not. It's not normal. Whatever works.
Go with it. So can you imagine, like, that kind of a person? And then I was like telling Michael, may training tayo, you need to stand up now, else you won't be able to do work. And then he hugs you and tells you, imagine your miracle thing. it was real.
Yeah. So, going to that miracle. I'm not gonna ask that question. Pero right now, what would be close to ideal?
It's a real naman. I think I've learned to, after my heartbreaks, I learned not to expect much. And I learned to even be more grateful whenever I feel sad. Just be happy and contented with what's left.
Um, what about the pressure that's on you? All the pressure from other people. What's your take on that?
Maybe probably if Michael Lee doesn't lift a finger or so on the team, I need to also calibrate with the team because to me, not like I am owning up everything as part of my responsibility, but I will take my responsibility in the fact that we are all in this together. And I want to know what's their expectation. Kasi obviously their frustration comes from those expectations.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, that's why I've always also treated the organization na, kumbaga, kung pag-uusapan natin yung personal, it had been, parang I placed it in a situation that it was just quite open enough that if the problem would be between me or between Michael, we can discuss that like how we would discuss it in the workplace.
Mm.
Sometimes it just gets to a point where I'm stuck and I'm stuck as so, like kailangan kasi siyang mag-EMDR niya.
Okay. But what would be good enough for now?
If I would be talking about the good enough now is that I get to manage what is within my control.
Mm.
Um, and somehow that's also merong tina ganun, how the transformative will be born.
Mm.
My expectation is that, well, RJ had been supporting Michael on those Michael needs a lot of support. I like the fact that he can work with the programs on his interests. I guess my hope is that there would be structure enough saka ako mag-shine in.
Mm.
Kasi pag kaming dalawa lang, he will brain dump and then parang so ang gusto gawin ko dyan, ano klaseng program?
Mm.
And he would expect na, you create your programs from scratch. I give you so much. I'm sure you can create something. Eh, hindi ko nga interest for me. Alam mo gano'n, parang hindi siya yung kita ko agad yung flow. It's an effort for me to, sorry, don't feel your effort sa akin yung natutuwa ko sa LFP. Yung mga gano'n. And I'm hoping that those things
things totally aligned.
So you mentioned earlier that you're gonna talk to people, get some feedback. Just a question. You don't have to take it as a suggestion, pero how about you opening up to them? Because we've talked about opening up to the self, right? What's your take on that?
I won't be able, I mean, other than answer, I won't be able to open up that much with family because I don't think they're matured enough to not have a change of perception. Wala pa sila sa ganong ethics. Kasi, I, I've observed it. You know naman that you check on those as counselors. Kind of that profile, who can take those and who can really give a good conditional positive regard of our logics. So, learning that.
But was this helpful? Just being true and
You know naman, it's always helpful to talk to you. This is just really an expanded version of our This is an expanded version of our I don't think you like a lot of this.
no. I like seeing you take care of yourself.
That's si Ika ang aking self-care. Hi guys! You want to know about self-care? Let me present to you our resource. An epitome of
No, pero this is a good way. We always mention that people want to take better care of yourself, and now you are. It's just in a different way, but it's the same thing.
I don't know. I think it's the trust and still in the amazement and also knowing more about what my owner goes through. Nakita ko yung strength. Parang ang hirap na. Hindi ko. Like what I would do, it would be an honor and a pleasure to be able to enable people that I just don't know how. I guess that's also why I get frustrated in our classes. Parang, so ano magagawin namin? Parang, ano yung ganon? Do you know what people really goes through? It's not a classroom setting, man. It makes you feel that, it makes me feel that I'm not special in problems with everyone else. And I'm just grateful that I see people who gets to survive and find a way to have that energy to for how they can also thrive. I think that's kaya medyo mayroong katotohanan yung sinabi ko sa in-touch na, happy ko yung trabaho. Kasi, alam mo, refreshing naman siya talaga. It's when people gets to put expectations on what we do with this specific product that makes me feel bad.
And everyone will always come with that level of expectation, some way, some form or another. Is there anything that you do that would just make you more aligned?
Hindi ko alam eh. Ano ba ako
I'm not you're doing a lot already. And
I felt like when I told the teachers, kasi before, I trained like 100 plus teachers. Mindanao sa sino po dito naghahanap buhay? So, pwede na po kayo lumabas. Kasi hindi po tayo naghahanap buhay dito. Nagbibigay buhay po tayo. And they were all stuck. What? Because that's true. No, there's no, and that was my segue. There is no amount of money that could really put value on what you're doing as teachers. That's what I think. The responsibility that you bravely and courageously said yes to is not only changing lives, families, community, whole nation.
And what do you think of your job? If you think that way of teachers, what's your opinion of your job?
Just doing what I think I could best touch. I'm not, I mean, yeah, my ultimate, like, it's change the world. The more you think, put thoughts on that, and it, I'm not that good. I'm not that intense. Maladar ng kapon, but when you eat it, you're gonna, Darna, change the world. I haven't found or invented that pill that I will give for free to everyone. Just drink this pill and be a Darna. But if I could do that, I would.
Sure, this could also be a good homework to celebrate the kind of work that we do. Celebrate your role in it. And no matter
This celebration is Mojito.
if you want that. And no matter the pressure, always celebrate. Because you mentioned that you wanted to be more grateful. And I wanted to be grateful about a specific thing, which is you, your role, and the job that you're doing for the community, for individuals, for families. So you always tell me I'm a little myopic na ito lang yung ginagawa ko, ito lang gusto kong gawin. Pero now I want you to expand your thought process to see how much impact the good that is in your doing.
Nandito biglang. Yeah.
Is there anything else that would be helpful for you?
Doctor, anything else?
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Dapat Asia dyan, ha?